And we own.
Welcome to the Most Hated Podcast. I am your co-host, Honeywood, a.k.a. the Reckless Podfather. We also have...
It's Keno's Davies. Y'all already know what time it is. I'm here to bring the knowledge, bring the pain, and we most definitely gaining.
You already know what time it is. The NBA starting, baby. The NBA starting. Today, the NBA starts. What's today? July 30th. Yep, the NBA starts today. So we're going to talk about a couple of things, mainly about the NBA. Guys, first time listeners. We're going to talk about the NBA, of course. I keep saying that. We're going to refer to that. So let's get to that first off, Kinos. You ready about the NBA? You ready? Ready?
Of course, man. You know what I mean? It's been a long time coming. You know, we've been through an interesting 4 or 5 months.
Damn that. Are the Pelicans going to make the playoffs? Are they going to make the playoffs?
Yes.
Why do you think they're going to make the playoffs? Because I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
I just think that they, a lot of their players that were injured are currently healthy and moving. So I think they're, poised to make that run. I mean, they're only 3.5 games back from the 8.
So Fazion, Williamson is going to get them to the
I don't even
playoffs?
know who that is. I don't even know who
Fat
that is.
Zion.
Oh, Fazion. But
they're going to make the playoffs. You really think they're
it's not about Zion. I think he's just one of the key pieces to that team. I think they have a lot of good pieces.
No, it's definitely about Zion. If Zion ain't on that court, they're not winning nothing.
Yeah, he has. That's what I'm saying. He has to be there, but just as what he does is his role. You know what I mean?
No, they're not making the playoffs. You think they're gonna kick my Grizzlies off?
I mean, I like the Grizzlies. I just think that the Pelicans have a better team. I think the Grizzlies have great chemistry. I think that they're gonna come into, the restarting of the season strong. I just think that the Pelicans realize, like, okay, when we're all healthy, we got the pieces to do it.
They don't have a better team than my Grizzlies. Why do you keep saying that?
They just do. They have older players. They have more seasoned players.
Who has older players?
The Pelicans.
The Pelicans, yeah, but their seasoned players suck. They got Derek Favors.
I mean, he's just a role
JJ
player.
Redick is good, but I mean,
I'm saying they got Brandon Ingram. He can drop 20 a game. Drew Holiday can drop 20 a game. Zion is dropping 20 a game. I mean, I'm pretty sure all three of them are almost averaging almost 20 or a few above
Drew
20.
is averaging probably about 18. So.
Yeah, probably something like that.
But my Grizzlies are not giving up that 8th spot. You're going to owe me $20 too.
It's very possible that they hold on to it because I like the team.
No. You're going to owe me that $20. Remember, I ain't forget the bet.
That's cool, but if you lose,
So
the Cash App is.
Hey, I'll tell you, my Cash App is Fresh Chris 20s. For anyone who's listening, Fresh Chris 20s.
I like that name.
Yeah, that shit fire, ain't it?
Yeah, it's fine.
So anyway, we got them started. We got the Lakers and Clippers playing tonight. And who you got?
Of course, the Lake Show. You know what time it is.
We got the Lakers taking it all, don't we?
Of course.
Well, they're talking about that the Clippers are going to win it for some reason. But I saw a question on ESPN that had they said, who has the most pressure? Do the Clippers have more pressure or do the Lakers have more pressure?
Nah, absolutely the Lakers. It's not even close.
Oh, you think so?
It's not even close. That's the great thing about playing with Kawhi is that you really don't never have no pressure because it's like, okay, this guy, we know he's a great player, but he never says anything. So the only pressure he has on him is just the pressure he puts on himself, essentially. Whereas like LeBron, he's always saying something. So by doing that, you're putting pressure on yourself.
You're putting that target on his back.
Yeah, absolutely.
But also, I know the Clippers, they don't have Pat Beverly. They don't have Lou Williams.
Right now, though.
Well, yeah, right now. Montrezl Harrell is out. I mean, but, it's bad because if they start losing more games, then they'll start dropping from the second seed.
I mean, yeah, but, in the bubble, so it's no real advantage, really, when it comes to that.
No, but I'm talking about matchups. Matchups.
Well, yeah, no, that's very true. That is true.
Because I know you want to play the Lakers in the conference finals.
Right.
But you don't want to play them in the second round.
Exactly.
So, but speaking of Lou Williams, so how many times you been to Magic City?
I've only been to Magic City one time.
as many strip clubs I've been to, I haven't been to Magic City, but I heard they got good food.
Yeah, I've heard that too. So I mean, I ain't really read too much into this story. Of course, from a politically correct perspective, they're gonna make a big deal out of it, given the circumstances.
Well, they even said, for those who don't know, Lou Williams, NBA basketball player, he was supposed to go to a funeral of a family member, but when he left the bubble, he went to the strip club. I don't think he was looking at TNA. That's titties and ass, guys. He went to go get some food, and from what I heard Lou Williams actually has chicken tenders named after him in that strip club.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he lived a big chunk of his life in Atlanta. So.
You need to look up that picture.
Right, and I'm gonna look it up. I've heard they got good food there. Them and Cheetah's got real good food, apparently.
Have you been to Cheetah's? I've been to Cheetah's.
Their food is good.
I've been to Cheetah's plenty of times.
Yeah. I mean, I prefer Cheetah's, actually.
I keep trying to tell Nicole, let's go to Cheetah's, but she get mad when I bring that up. I like Cheetah's.
Yeah, Cheetah's is like, you're not even really, the dancing is just like the background.
It's just there, yeah.
It's not even like, it's really just a restaurant.
They got TVs. They got cheap drinks. I mean, that's what I kept telling her, but she was like, nah, you keep talking about Cheetah's. I'm like, I like Cheetah's.
Yeah, it's a chill. I mean, I get it. Like, I'm not a big strip club person, but, I just think Cheetah's is more of a laid back. You ain't got to smell like all that smoke. And,
exactly. It's a true gentleman's club.
Right,
that's what I try to tell people. That's the difference.
Most definitely.
But yeah, so they even said if Lou Williams had went to Wingstop, he would still have to quarantine for 14 days.
Right. No, I mean, I think it was just, how it is. Lou Williams picture pop up on social media. People take social media. It's a tracking system. So you post that picture, they now know your location. They know you're away from the bubble. You're in Atlanta. Now they know you're in Magic City. They like, oh, really, dude? Like, you're trying to endanger the season for Magic. It's just a politically correct thing. They gotta.
But why Jack out there posting pictures, man? Like, better.
I mean,
if you're a fan, don't post a picture.
That's just people. You know what I mean? There's plenty of shit you be telling people not to do, and you be like, you did it anyway. Like, you really?
Man, come on now. He could have waited. He could have waited 3 months to post that picture, or not at all. I mean,
right. It's all good. I mean, 10-day quarantine? It ain't that bad. A little bit over a week.
Yeah, well, hopefully nothing happens to the Clippers, but I want to be competitive tonight. So you say you do have the Lakers winning tonight?
Most definitely.
I see AD is playing too.
Yeah, supposedly. I mean, he man, AD, listen, bro. I ain't gonna say it again, bro. All these little ticky-tack injuries you sitting out for, okay, it's cool. You doing it during the scrimmage, during the preseason, early on the season, cool. When it come playoff, bro, you ain't gonna be able to do all this, bro. Somebody hit you in the eye, somebody hit you in the arm, bro. You have to suck it up and play, bro.
But I think
real talk.
But I think when he was with was it 2-3 years ago when he was with the Pelicans, and they needed to make the playoffs, he actually played through his injuries. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna do it with the Lakers, but he gotta stop. He gotta stop with this.
Yeah, like, I don't get it. I really
you're too big to always be getting hurt.
I get it. Like, I mean, I got been poked in the eye, it hurt. It's gonna hurt for a minute, but yeah, I mean, like I said, there's times where you can sit out, times you can't.
But you saw him; they had him sitting there looking with goggles on, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm like, bro.
I mean, I said, I get it. Like, but as long as you playing, or
if you gonna stay in a bubble for 3 months, you might as well play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you ain't doing nothing else.
Absolutely. If I was down there, I'd be doing a whole lot of fishing. I'm sure Paul George probably down there fishing or something like that.
Actually, I think they said most of the NBA players are fishing.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, but the problem is every time they post a picture of the fish, it's the same fish.
Oh, okay.
So either they're not really fishing or I don't know what's going on. But Paul George down there fishing, right? Especially in Orlando.
Right.
But since the NBA started back tonight, who you got for these awards, man?
So where you want to start at? Rookie of the Year?
Come on now, we know who winning the Rookie of the Year. Who do you think is winning the Rookie of the Year?
If the votes are already cast, right? So you said they're already cast.
It's already official.
Ja Morant is gonna win.
Excuse me, say that again.
Ja Morant is gonna win. This is my real adult take. This ain't
okay. I hear you, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can be biased here and there, but for the most part, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. So
Fazion Williamson is not winning the rookie.
Fazion again. No, I just think that he came in and he showed a lot, and his stats are great for the amount of time he was in, but it would just be unfair. It would be really unfair to not give it to Ja Morant. Given the amount of games and given the fact that he's been leading his team, to this point, to the playoffs. So as a rookie, so I mean, you can't. It would just be
nasty. Boy.
It would be disrespectful.
Yeah, I should just tell everybody. You sending me texts? Hey, you see him, Ja Morant?
Right? No, yeah. I mean, the boy's hooping. He not playing around.
I done told y'all, Ja Morant is the truth.
Yeah, he the truth.
He the truth, bro. Before he got on my Grizzlies, I was telling everybody about him.
You did. And don't get me wrong. Like when I used to watch him in college, like for where he was at, he was hooping. It's just sometimes it's just tough to tell whether that's gonna transition or not. Like some things like you feel like more obvious. Obviously, you miss sometimes with players you think are gonna do well in the league. But I thought Ja Morant was very good. I just was like, dang, this man is skinny. He's real skinny, and he's not the tallest guy. He's not short, but he's not the tallest guy either. So I just wasn't too sure. But I mean, the kid's balling.
But that's why he didn't leave his rookie year. Because his coach was like, you need to develop some more.
Right, exactly.
Before you go into the NBA. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. Like you said, he gained, 15 pounds?
Yeah, he looks different. He looks different now.
I told you, man.
Like he got a different type of power that he's exerting right now.
He got a better shot than Russ. I compare him to Russ, but he can shoot better. He's smarter than Russ.
Yeah, that's what's gonna make him the better player at the end of the day, just being smarter. And he has a different feel. He has a better feel for the game than Russ. It's all about the feel of the game. Yeah. So I just think his feel is better than Russell's. Russell is just straight brute, bulldog, pit bull strength. For his size and speed. But yeah, don't get me wrong. He's a smart player too. He just doesn't have the touch as like a Ja Morant.
Bro, he got that dog in him, bro. I'm expecting him to dunk on some more people in this bubble.
Yeah, he don't like you. He don't like you. I mean, but that's what makes those good players though. Like you genuinely have to not like who you playing. Like, bro, I don't like you today.
Exactly.
You're the enemy.
Yeah.
Like it has to be that way. If it's not, you really ain't. I don't know why you're there, really.
Well, I say that's part of LeBron's problem because sometimes he cuts it on where he doesn't like the other person, but a lot of times he's still my friend. Like, right. But that's why I tell people a lot of times people don't know that him and Draymond are really close.
Right.
But you can't tell that on the court. Right. But I wish he would do that to everybody he plays.
Yeah, I mean, I think LeBron, like, even if you go back, LeBron was always, it was just his talent. Like, he didn't have to, like, be mad at you. He was just better than you. Like, he was just naturally more gifted than you. So I think that over time you get in those situations where, especially deep in the playoffs, where it's just different. It's a different type of basketball. So you're gonna have to rely on like intimidation. And Jordan was intimidating people.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kobe would try to intimidate people. So that has to kick in too. And we've seen whenever LeBron has that mentality, he literally cannot be stopped. You know what I mean? So I just feel like that's just the type of player he is. Like it's hard for him to switch it up now. You know what I mean? Like switch his personality on the court type thing.
Well, now he's that old grunt. But since we're talking about LeBron James, who you got for MVP between him and Giannis Antetokounmpo?
See, I could almost argue it's the same thing with this award, like based on what Giannis did at the point that the NBA stopped or was postponed. It would be kind of disrespectful to not give it to him. But I really, truly feel like LeBron has a chance. So it's like, I think realistically, Giannis is going to win, but I can see the path to which, in a way that LeBron does come out with it. Almost like it's like a legacy award. Like, you should have got another MVP somewhere down the line.
Like they did Kobe's MVP. Like they gave it to him that 1 year. But I was wondering because is it fair that LeBron got robbed from all those other MVPs and their reasoning was, well, he's on the East. The East is weak.
Well, I mean,
but Giannis is doing the same thing though.
Yeah, but Giannis only has one though.
No, I know that, but I'm saying he's dominating on the East. Like he's dominating, but he's playing the weak East.
Right. No,
LeBron's on the West and he's still killing. Like
right, exactly.
He's still doing it.
Exactly.
But so who you got? Who you got for MVP?
I'm going with LeBron.
I mean, I want LeBron. I do. I think they're gonna give it a trash Giannis, but
yeah, probably so. I mean, I think if Giannis ends up getting it this year, not that there will be some type of protest because you're gonna celebrate the guy, but just kind of like in the back channels, back offices of the NBA, and like sports writers and all that, I think it's gonna be a conversation like, look, this award might have to extend into the playoffs.
Right.
Like you can't give the MVP until we see what you're doing in the play. Because cool, you balled in the season during this regular season, great.
But they trash in the playoffs.
That's great. We can commend you for that. But the playoffs is what matters. So if you show up to the playoffs and whether the team locks you down and you get knocked, you the MVP, top seed, and you get knocked off in the first round and not like, I mean, come on, like it's just like that don't even sound right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, I get it. Like, don't get me wrong, Giannis is averaging crazy stats. I mean, when I look at the stats, I'd be like, wow, like that's some rare type of high level basketball type stats. But when I know you're not gonna show up in the playoffs or you're gonna be disabled by the fact that you don't have a shot, it's like I can't really look at you like no MVP.
Well, that's what also started that was with James Harden. Like, James Harden was killing in the regular season, but then he get tired in the playoffs and he's not performing. But like I said, with Giannis, he don't have a shot. He going into the game scoring 14, 15 points. How can the reigning MVP be doing that in the playoffs?
And really, truly, he has. That I can remember. I don't know of like just him being in the playoffs in general. Like I can't remember any standout game where it's like, dang, you saw that game?
He's never had.
Giannis was going crazy. Like like he don't even have that yet. So how can you be the MVP and you ain't got? Everybody got one of them. LeBron got one of them. Harden got one of them. KD got one of them. Derrick Rose at the time had one. Like it's just like you're not even doing what these people have done.
Well, I think a lot of it is with the media, what fans like. Like of course we're fans, but I think people like the whole dunking and stuff. They're so awe by dunking. Oh, he's the MVP. Like like with Zion. I know you don't want me saying it, but like a lot of people love Zion because he dunks a lot.
Yeah,
he's athletic.
I'm sure,
but I don't attest that to overall play. Like I said, if Giannis wasn't dunking, what would he be doing? Like seriously.
Well, I mean, but that's like saying that like it's like Shaq. Like Shaq is,
but Shaq had good footwork though. He had good footwork,
and I mean, and I feel like Giannis does have. Don't get me wrong, Giannis has some type of skill. Like you can't score that much in the NBA and not have any kind of skill.
Yeah, he got that. He got the Euro step.
Yeah, I mean that's about it.
That is it.
But at the end of the day, whatever he's doing, it's working to some. It's working from a dominance perspective. So. He's clearly doing something right. It's just that, like I said, going into the playoffs, he doesn't show up so far. So I don't feel comfortable with him being the MVP at this point.
Yeah, I don't think he should be MVP. I mean, a lot of times he is the most valuable player on his team, but I think a lot of it's because he's on the East. But I don't think he's doing more than LeBron James. He's not more important than LeBron James.
No, I really don't think so. I mean, I agree with some of these guys who got MVPs over the years. Harden, KD, Westbrook. D Rose. It's cool. Steph. It's cool. But just importance to a team. I don't. As far as basketball is concerned, I don't think there's ever been a player who was as important to a team as LeBron. Just like in history, just everyday step on the court. Right.
So I mean, I don't know any other player that would leave a team and then that team automatically goes to the lottery.
Right, and then and the team that he goes to
the playoffs.
Has success.
Yes, goes to the playoffs
every time. Yeah. Outside of last year with the Lakers,
and that's because of injury. Only because of injury. So, all right. So we talked about that. So you think you got LeBron? I got LeBron. We both agree on Ja Morant, of course, over Zion winning.
Right.
So what's the other awards then?
You got Defensive Player of the Year. You have Most Improved Player, Sixth Man.
I don't know who will win that, to be honest with you.
Defensive Player of the Year. They've been talking about AD getting it, possibly.
Oh, yeah. They did talk about AD.
They were also talking about who else getting Defensive Player of the Year. maybe like Jared Allen or Gobert or somebody. I can't remember. I haven't heard too much talk about it. But right now, as it stands, I would think that they would give it to AD because it just ain't nobody that's standing out in my mind.
Well, I mean, he has been hooping, especially defensively, and I think that helps LeBron out a lot too, because he's never really had someone of AD's caliber on his team when it comes to before people were talking about, oh, he had D-Wade and all, but D-Wade wasn't a big man that could play defense.
Right.
He had Shaq, but Shaq was way past his prime when he came to the team. Right. But AD contributed a lot. Like LeBron can actually lay off on defense because of AD. But LeBron's picked up his defense too this year. So, but I found a list for the defensive candidates.
Okay.
So they got Anthony Davis, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons.
I mean, I heard somebody was saying that he was playing good defense this year. I hadn't been paying too much attention though.
They got Brook Lopez. All right.
Okay.
They got Bam Adebayo.
Okay.
I didn't think about that.
I like Bam.
Of course, Kawhi Leonard, and then we got Rudy Gobert. So
Kawhi. I mean, if Kawhi played the whole season consistently, majority of the games, I could see that because Kawhi is that good on defense. But the guy hasn't even been playing, and I like the guy. But out of that list, I would say AD because I mean, it's just I just don't see how you give it to any of them other guys. Really.
So you say AD? I mean, I could see Bam be playing some.
Yeah. The Bam be hooping now, but I don't think it was. I don't remember that much from this season as it relates to defense. Even like defensive highlights. Like you can't even really think of too many when it comes to a lot of these players.
Excuse me. What I will say is I do remember this. There was one guy besides Kawhi Leonard that locked down Giannis, and that was Bam.
Okay.
Bam locked him down.
I can see that. So
I mean, I don't think he'll win it. I think. I can't even see Brook Lopez winning. I mean, he gets a lot of blocks, but I think it's between AD. I don't know why Ben Simmons is on here. I see AD. I think it's between AD and Rudy Gobert. So I think.
So Rudy is on there.
Yeah, Rudy's on there.
Okay, so I mean, Rudy. He's a what? 2-time.
Road on Rudy.
10-time defensive player of the year. So I think he's
10-time. No,
2-time.
Oh, okay. Did he win last year? I think he won last year.
I think he won twice.
Really? Well,
I think so.
I think he'll win it. It's between him and AD, but it's gonna be close. But let's just get off of that. So what else do you want to? What else awards was there?
You have the 6th man of the year.
Who you got?
6th man. I mean, Lou Will is always right there. I mean, he does his role perfectly every time, so he's in that conversation. Other 6th mans that I can think about. That's an interesting one.
I
guess maybe like an Eric Gordon could be in that conversation, possibly. Who else? Who else plays that 6-man role? Is there anybody? Oh, did you find the list?
Nah, all I found was they got Montrezl Harrell on here.
Oh, right. I did hear about Montrezl, which that's a fair one too. So he could definitely win it.
I mean,
and he probably needs to win an award because I don't think he has one.
No, he doesn't have one. I could see they got him. They got, I think it's George Hill. George Hill. I wouldn't even think.
Bucks. Yeah. Nah, he's out.
George Hill. They got your boy Dennis Schroeder. No.
I mean, I could see that. Dennis is pretty underrated, so I could see that. I think he's due for some type of award too, like some kind of down the line, either most improved or 6th man of the year, something, because Dennis be balling. Yeah,
but I think before what's the name, and before Kyle Lowry got hurt in the Raptors, man, Van Vliet was hooping.
Oh yeah, that's my guy.
Van Vliet was hooping, man.
Yeah, Van Vliet. Yeah, he be hooping. He always hooping.
Yeah, but always. I mean, he was killing in the finals.
Oh yeah, that was partially why they won.
Yeah, but he
was hitting some big shots in the finals.
Yeah, they not gonna give him that though. But I don't know who's gonna be able to be on this list. Montrezl Harrell, but that's two people from the same team right there. But
yeah, but I mean they both contribute on like a 6-man, type of level. So
wait, actually here it is. Here's the official line.
Okay.
So we got Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell, Dennis Schroeder, so we named them. Right. They got Derrick Rose on here.
Okay.
They got Goran Dragic.
Okay.
Jordan Clarkson, Rudy Gay, Eric Gordon. Wow.
Yeah, I would just give it.
I would say
I would just give it to Lou Will or Montrez.
Yeah, I was like, just give it to somebody on the Clippers, man. That's the only thing they're gonna win this year.
Hopefully.
So anyway, we got that out the way. The least important stuff. So, but you said I talked to you earlier. You saw the thing with Iggy Iguodala trying to shout out the WNBA player.
Right. So you gonna give it a little rundown about what happened?
All right. So I'm guessing the Washington Mystics WNBA team, they were playing, and Andre Iguodala was watching them play, and he tweeted.
He was watching on TV.
Yeah, I'm assuming he was watching on TV. I mean, they're in the same bubble, aren't they? I thought.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, he was watching them, and he tweeted out, "Number 23 from the Mystics is nice."
Right.
And so I guess later she responded, "Put some respect on my name, or keep this tweet to yourself." This is Ariel Powers with the Washington Mystics. So,
I mean, I don't know her. I don't know her at all. I mean, no disrespect. I don't know her at all. I don't know what number she wears. I don't know what team she plays for. I don't watch the WNBA. And I mean, I'm not saying that because there's always been very talented women basketball players. And I think there's even a stat that says that women basketball players actually shoot better than men in general. So,
Really?
Yeah, I think I heard that stat like a few years ago. That percentage-wise, women shoot better than men.
Oh, okay. I mean, is the goals lower? I can't remember.
I don't think so. I think it's just because that's they're not outside of Brittany Griner. I know a little bit about WNBA, but outside of the very tall players or players that can jump higher, like they probably gonna have more emphasis put on shooting. That's shooting and dribbling because that's kind of what they're built to do.
So did you see it as disrespectful? Because I posted it on Instagram. Paul's Most Hated Sports page. Go follow him on Instagram. Also, the Most Hated Podcast.
Okay.
On Instagram, Kinos.
Okay.
Plug yours out.
Plug my what?
Your Instagram.
Oh, I can't even remember my Instagram.
Oh man. Anyway, so did you feel it was disrespectful? Because some people were saying it was, some people were saying it wasn't. How do you feel about it?
I think that from a fair perspective, I thought about it like if I was watching something and like a game, like a WNBA game, and I saw a player who was hooping, I would probably look them up. If I saw their number and I was like, dang, number 5 is hooping, I probably would look it up. I probably would, 'cause I would be like, dang, like, who is this? Because they really out here like with the technique or with the shot or whatever. Like I'm trying to see a little bit about their history. So from that perspective, I can see her making a comment about she has a name. I can get that, but just shooting at Iguodala as if he was trying to offend you, I don't agree with that. I don't think he was thinking that much about it. I think he just wasn't familiar with her and just, we do that for the NBA too. We see a dude with a number that we don't know this dude, but he do something crazy. We'd be like, who is number 10? Or you might get on the thing and be like, number 10, hooping, whoever this is. Like something like that. So you're not thinking nothing of it. You think it's just a compliment. You know what I mean?
I mean, so I've sat back and thought about it, and hell no, I don't think it's disrespectful. I mean, yeah, he should have put her name on there, but at the same time, I feel as though she's kind of ungrateful. Like, to be honest with you, a lot of people don't watch WNBA as it is.
Right. That's okay.
So why would you get mad if a fellow player of that bracket, the NBA, is shouting you out even though he didn't say your name? He might have not known your name. He could have looked her up. Who knows?
I'm sure he did know her.
But he's still giving her props for saying she hooping. She killing out here.
Right.
I mean, there's been plenty of times I've watched basketball and I've watched college or I watched the preseason NFL. I'm like, oh, number 10 is killing. And I'll put that on there. I'll put it on Facebook or something.
Absolutely.
I might not have time to, I might want to tweet it while in the motion of the game. So if someone sees my tweet, let me go see who he's talking about.
Right.
They might look at it 20 minutes later. She on the bench. Now we don't know who you're talking about. So
right. But at least you know the number, though.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't take it as disrespectful. I see it from both sides. But come on now. She ain't had to get mad about it.
Yeah.
Put some respect on my name.
Yeah. And I mean, and truth be told, though, if you think about it, it's hard to even tell people's context on when you texting something anyway.
Yeah, right.
So like she could have said that 2 different ways. Like just how the respect on my name, that came from Birdman, right?
Right.
And he said it in a serious way.
She could be joking.
So after that, people made fun of it. So when they say it, it's jokingly. So maybe she was joking in a way that's like,
that's true.
You know what I mean? Like maybe we don't know. You know, so that's the interesting thing about social media to me. That's kind of why I stay off of it, because I'm just like, you can't even like interpret a lot of this stuff. It's just all what you kind of perceive it to be.
But that's true. But the thing is, the problem I have is, would you want to give negative light to something that's not even getting attention? Like, people watch the WNBA. My uncle watches it. My cousin, she loves it. Mm-hmm. Like, they watch the WNBA. I understand there's people who watch it. I watch it if I see it's on, but they don't get marketed. I didn't even know the season started, to be honest with you. I didn't know the season started.
Yeah,
Andre Iguodala just told me that it started.
Right, I didn't know either.
So, but when you do get the publicity, why would you make it negative is what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, that's just a result of there just being all kinds of people out there. And like I said, maybe she wasn't being negative. You know what I mean? Like, I guess you would have to come out and clarify it, or they would have to interview and be like, okay, why did you say this statement? Which I'm sure they'll do. I'm sure they're going to do.
They might.
They always going to pick up something like that and be like, what was the whole deal with, she might say something that's about, women getting left out and we don't get enough, support. So if you're going to do it had a decency to say, all right, like, people got all kinds of perspectives out here on stuff like that.
Well,
and inclusion and not one to be left out.
I just saw it as that, and I was like, well, now that I know the WNBA's on, I might watch them if they're on TV. I haven't seen them on TV. But,
right. Yeah, I remember. I mean, like I said, I mean, there are very talented players in the WNBA. I mean, Maya Moore I remember seeing Maya Moore in person in high school. I think she went to Collins Hill or it was somewhere in Gwinnett, Shiloh maybe. But she was a beast. Like, you just like, bro, this girl is next level. This girl is like the Jordan of basketball.
Man, she bigger than Jordan, bro. All them accomplishments she done.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And shout out to her. I know they were saying that she left the WNBA at the height of her career to pursue justice and fight inequality for people that's been wrongfully convicted for crimes, or helping to get people out of prison. So shout out to her, because that's a noble thing to do.
No doubt. But I mean, she said she's more than likely coming back next year. So
that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I was kind of wondering, because I'm like, okay, well, that's a dope thing. But are you gonna, as one of the best players, kind of like Jordan, is like, are you about to just give up your prime? And that's, like I said, it's a noble thing to do. I mean, I wouldn't mind if she didn't play and pursue that forever. That's cool. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of people want to see her back on the court.
But Maya did it for a good reason. Jordan just did it because he wanted to be a bum, and because he said he wanted to play baseball, but that's not it. All right, let's move on.
Cool.
All right, so we talked about sports. You gave props to my boy John Morant. Thank you. It's about time you admit greatness.
I always give him props, though. You just don't give Zion props, so that's kind of what
I'm giving Zion props now. For those who don't know, the game is on. We're watching it at the same time. Zion right, doesn't matter. Zion looks like he's gained 50 more pounds.
Oh man.
Keno said he's what did you say he was?
What?
I called him bloated, but you called him something else. You said that's water weight or something, right?
Yeah, it's probably just water weight.
No, that ain't water weight. You don't get water weight in your shoulders, bro. like he's big as hell. Look like he just got through eating Popeyes. Look at that dude's big.
But he hooping though.
He's not hooping, man. He's been stuck on 9 points since the first quarter.
That don't matter.
He ain't hooping.
We got 20 minutes in the game left, and he got half of 20.
He about to miss this.
Woo! So tell the people what he just did, please.
All right,
please.
For Zion, just did a behind the back fast break to Alonzo bum ass ball
for the bucket.
Yes, Alonzo made the layup. Luckily
for the two.
Anyway, let's move on to something that you haven't talked about, and since I keep asking you to do it,
what?
Let's talk about. Oh, my bad. Let's talk about this music, man. Talk about this Verzuz.
Where you want to go? Okay, so where you want to start at with the Verzuz, Snoop and DMX, or you want to take it back some?
Well, no, that was recently, but first of all, how do you feel about Verzuz? Because it's opening people's eyes, but I think some people like it for different reasons, and they judge it off of different reasons. Like, for me, I think Verzuz is made specifically for hits. Who has the better hits? But a lot of people like it because he's lyricist. I'm like, but they're not rapping. They doing doing hits. But go ahead, go with how you feel about it.
I mean, I like it. I mean, I guess there's certain verses that obviously are going to stand out to, you know, an individual more than others. I didn't like all of them. You know what I mean? I think the one that stood out, I think the Jonte Austin and Neo one stood out. They was, you know, they had some mega hits. You know what I mean? Like, you know, as writers, the songs that you didn't know that they wrote, you just like, wow, man, these guys are really talented and it's really good music. That one stood out to me. The Snoop and DMX stood out to me. It just made me realize how, like, that was hip hop. That's hip hop royalty right there. You know what I mean? Like, them kind of songs that they were dropping.
You realize
Gin and Juice and Slippin' and, you know, G Thing. And I mean, this is like the fabric of the culture. You know what I mean? Like, when they talk about the culture, like, that's what that was. Like, you can't really be too much bigger than Snoop Dogg as a rapper. It's like, how you gonna be bigger than Snoop Dogg? Like,
that's true. That's
Bow
true.
Wow,
He's
Bow Wow Wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Like, come on, it's too much. It's like a cornerstone of hip hop. You know what I mean?
I can honestly say I haven't watched a lot of verses. Like, I've looked at some of them. Like, all right, I looked at, you know, Nelly and Luda. I watched. I couldn't watch that one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I cut it off. I watched Snoop and DMX, and I was happy to see DMX, like, you know, all the shit he's been going through, where, you know, drugs, going to jail. That's the first thing I noticed is, like, he was bigger. He had the beer belly. He gained weight, and I was happy for him. That means he eating good. I mean, you know, he's off drugs. So sometimes, I mean, I like the verses. Some of them I don't like, but what I wanted to get to, and people were talking about this the other day, and y'all need to put some respect on Juicy J. How do you feel about Juicy J?
Have they battled yet?
No, Juicy J wants Nas, but I don't think Nas has agreed to that. I mean, Juicy J called out Dr. Dre too, recently. Okay. And I'm not recently, but a few weeks ago. But now he called out Nas. But people need to put respect on Juicy J. Like I said, it's more, people are saying Nas will win because he's lyrics. You know, of course he has more lyrics, but that's not what Verzuz is about.
It's not. But
what?
But
what?
This is the thing. I'm a big Nas fan. I can go off right now, hit you with some Nas verses. That the thing about Nas is that, and it's just like Snoop, it's a cornerstone of hip hop. So, like, when that verse ring out, when that Nas verse, that Illmatic verse ring out, it's gonna ring out different, especially like an Illmatic to people's ears. Even though Juicy got hits, and it is partially about hits, but Nas got hits too, though.
But
and his hits, people gonna know it because they like, yo, Nas was going.
Yeah, but we talking about stuff where, like, of course he can come out with songs, but Juicy J got a lot of hits. Like, I looked it up. I didn't realize he was doing shit since 87. You know, that's how old we are. We was born in 87.
Right, but Nas was like 92.
I'm okay, but what I'm saying is Juicy J, you know how much stuff he's actually produced? He has a Grammy. He has a Grammy.
Right. No, don't get me wrong. Like, I get it. Like, I'm from Tennessee, 3-6, Juicy, 8 Ball, all them boys, like, they got songs. The problem is, you're going up against nasty Nas, bro.
Bro, you can't pull out 20 good songs. I say 10. You can get 10.
They're doing 10 apiece, though, right?
No, they're doing 20. They're doing 20. They do 20.
Okay, they're doing.
He's going to get killed.
Hold on, they're doing 20 apiece.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's getting killed though.
Okay.
Because you gotta think about the features that Nas is on too.
Yeah, but
and
okay.
Other, you know.
But think about it's also about what beats you have made. Like, if you made a beat for somebody, that counts too. So think about Nas ain't making no beats.
What you mean a beat?
Like, if you produced a song,
well, I thought you had the beat on the song.
No. That's what I'm saying about verses.
Who was playing songs that they wasn't?
No, but that's just like when Neo or The Dream or somebody.
But I don't think they're gonna do that for rappers.
Yes, they would. They was like,
I don't think they've done that.
If you produce something, but that's one of the not requirements, but that's part of it.
Like, I know it's part of it, but I don't think I've seen the rappers do that.
Okay, but think about this. If Juicy J came out with Bands to Make Her Dance.
But that's his song though, ain't it?
Okay, but I'm just saying, I'm just giving an example now. Right. But Juicy J has come out with more hits in the last 5 years than Nas Nas ain't came out no hits.
I know that, but I don't think that's gonna matter though, because when that If I Rule the World rings off, it's nothing Juicy can play to beat that.
I know that. Okay,
because it's song to song.
I said Nas will get 10, but after that 10, Juicy J got a bunch of songs, bro. But I mean, if he get 10, that's 10. You're not even thinking about 3 6 Mafia, like.
I know. I'm saying I get that, but I'm just saying this is Nas though. This is not, bro. This is a reason why Nas battled Jay-Z, like, because they're the top of the top.
Okay,
you know
but I mean? I'm agreeing with that. I'm agreeing with the tier.
Like
Juicy J
ain't saying Juicy J gonna beat Jay-Z in a verse.
Oh no. Jay-Z still got hits till this day. No, I'm talking about to this day.
Not to this day, nah.
Jay-Z's got hits till this day still. But what? No, okay. So when I first saw it, I was like, man, why is Juicy J talking about Nas? But then as I sat there and thought about it, I was like, Juicy J got a lot of radio hits.
Bro, Juicy J got smashes.
But that's what I'm saying.
Scissor. I mean, like
that's what I'm saying. But Nas will give you 10. But come on now.
No, it's gonna be. First of all, I don't think that's even a good matchup.
But okay, I agree. I got that.
Think it's a good matchup because I think it's like it would be like nostalgia. Because I mean, Juicy J got nostalgia too, but with Nas, I think for his core, it's a little bit different for like the hip hop community. So like if Nas does a versus, which I don't even know they've agreed to.
No. It's just Juicy. He called out.
I don't
Nas.
even honestly. I don't even think Nas is gonna take that because to me that don't even make sense. If it was like Nas, I ain't gonna say Jay-Z, but like Nas and Common or you know what I mean, like something like that.
Or something. I mean, that's just an example.
Yeah, to somewhere it would be kind of like it would be a different feel because like if you listen to a Nas and Juicy J battle, it's like
but that's
two different types of music.
But that's what I'm saying though. But if they were to go against each other, because Nas gonna play something that's real laid back, cool. He trying to educate you. Yeah. And then Juicy J will come out with a banger. He's gonna kill you with it. Like but that
don't necessarily mean you're gonna get killed by it. Though.
Okay. Like I said, he's not gonna get killed, but he will lose in a 20 song. If each do 20, come on now. If it's 20 rounds, Juicy J is winning that. Shut the fuck up! He is winning that. Yes, he is, man.
I can't agree with that.
I can't. Nah, Juicy J gonna be like,
come on, now it's got man.
I gotta look it up. Did he do international players?
You talking about the Outkast song?
Yeah, did he do that beat?
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
But he can't play that. He gotta be on. You gotta be on. You can't not be a rapper in a versus and play a song that you not on just because you produced it.
Nah, like I said, I haven't seen all the verses, but I heard you could do that if you produced it.
You can do it, but they're not gonna. The rappers are not gonna do that.
Yes, they would.
Because what they gonna do? They just gonna stand there while the song play.
They gonna rap the lyrics too, just like when they hype them.
It ain't their lyrics.
They ain't got to. You seen hype man? Okay, you ever been to a concert and then you hear a song and be like, such and such about to come out, but then they don't come out.
They're not gonna let you do that. I'm telling you, they letting the writers do that because that's what the writers do. You know what I mean?
Bro,
Neo is known as equally as a writer as he is an artist. Juice J necessarily ain't known like as no damn ghostwriter. You know? Maybe beat producer.
As I said, Honeywood says this.
It's nasty, nah. This Escobar, man.
Man,
come on, man.
Juicy J is beating. Juicy J is beating Nas. Juicy J. That's all good. I'm not saying his music ain't better. I said in a versus, it's different out there.
No, I feel you. It's gonna be like. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna be competition, but the Nas is just gonna ring off different.
Nas gonna be sitting there.
And it's gonna be different. It might be different in the South too. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I say it's also it's also geographically biased.
Yeah,
so,
but
it's just like I was reading tweets. They're saying Nas would kill Juicy, and I'm like, no, I don't think so. Like he has hits. I'm not saying Nas doesn't have hits.
Right.
Like he has one shot, whatever, but he doesn't have as many hits as Juicy J. Juicy J can bring up Hustle and Flow or whatever it's called.
But see, this is the thing about Juicy J. This is the thing about certain Southern artists, right? Mm-hmm. Say if it was Nas against Gucci, right? Mm-hmm. Like Gucci got a lot of hits as it relates to the South goes. But if you go up against Nas to me he has more international, globally hip hop music. that's like stood the test of time. So like when it rings off in your ear, them lyrics gonna hit you a different way. That New York 1992, like it's just different, bro.
Like I said,
it's just different.
And I just looked it up
compared to like a Southern, because Juicy ain't really known for rapping. It's just anthem music,
bro. If you say "Slob on my knob," like everybody know that. Right. Everybody know that,
right? And he's probably gonna win that round. But when it comes to like those other hits, that's like more like just party music compared to like If I Ruled the World or Made You Look or Hate Me Now, or like it's just like it's gonna be tough to beat Nas in a battle, bro.
Like I said, first, like you said, there are two different tiers, of course.
Right.
One is hype music, one is, educational, but like I said before, Juicy J, and he did make the International Players Anthem, by the way. He did make that beat.
Okay. But he can't play it.
Yes, he can. He will play. He don't have to play. He plays some 3-6 Mafia. Everybody know Ryan Spinners. Everybody know that. Tear the club up. Like, what you want, man?
Right, but that ain't Nas, bro.
That's what I just said. That's not the point.
That's just play music.
That
bro.
ain't play. See, that's the thing.
As much as I enjoy it, it's just
but that's what I'm talking
music.
about. In verses, it ain't about, man, I want him to kick knowledge. It ain't about, it's what's going to get you hyped in this verses. Is it going to be Nas spitting that Egypt shit, or is it going to be Juicy J asking the chick to get this, let my boys run the train?
But look, this is my last thing about it. With all that said, like I said, I like Juicy J and all that. I think it will boil down to just it being a celebration once again, because that's really all Versus is. It's just a celebration of the past and the icons of the culture. So at the end of the day, you're not gonna sit there and be mad about who's doing better, who wins. You're just gonna be like, yo, like wow, like they got a lot of big time songs that lasted over time.
That's true. But I got an even better matchup now. Did you hear the most current one that's coming up?
Nah.
I'm hyped. I'm definitely gonna watch this one. We got 2 Chainz.
Oh yeah.
We got Rick Ross.
2 Chainz might have messed up.
I thought you was about to say 2 Chainz might win.
But 2 Chainz got music too though.
He ain't got as much as Rick Ross now.
I don't think he got. I don't think he had. I think he has as much music. I think he doesn't have as much. Because I think both of them rap. Like both of them are rappers. Like 2 Chainz is not like a mumble rapper. Like he actually puts his bars together.
He say some trash though, but go ahead.
But he don't rap like Rick. Ricky Ross. He tries his best. Like
Ricky gonna kill you.
He gives you his best. You know what I mean on the verse. Like you don't hear too many lazy Rick Ross verses. Exactly. Where you're just like, what was that, Rick? Like, you be like, dang, like Rick snapping.
Exactly.
I mean? So,
bruh, if you play some Stay Scheming or something, he gonna.
Oh, shock me. Come on.
I mean, he got hits after hits after hits.
Right. Yeah. So, Rick got too many hits.
So they got. So you got 2 Chainz losing. Because I got him losing.
I got Rick in that. But I mean, once again, it'll be a celebration. So
I mean, that'll be good. I mean, but I also saw.
But know what? Oh, I'm sorry.
But no, go ahead.
What might be better though is because I guess it was supposed to be 50 and T.I.
T.I. kept calling out 50, okay. But 50.
I think it would be better if it was like Rick Ross and T.I. maybe.
Well, they were talking about that. But they said I heard that there might be. No, I don't think it was beef with T.I. and Rick Ross. But I do know T.I. was talking to not Gucci. T.I. was talking to Jeezy about trying to mend the beef between them and Gucci.
No, man, they can. That's cool.
I mean, if they do that, they can do a versus too. Who you think will win between Jeezy and Gucci? That's tough. That's tough.
Jeezy and Gucci, that would be hard.
Now the most current Jeezy is trash. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's trash.
I mean, I wouldn't even take. Outside of a few things Gucci has done since he's been back, the new Gucci, the clone.
Yeah, that's the clone.
Like, I would be relying mostly on his old stuff. But that would be a hard one, man. I think it would just be a celebration again because, like, when that Jeezy ring off, it's going to ring off. When that Gucci ring off, it's going to ring off. But I don't know. Jeezy might win that, though.
Jeezy got a lot of his, too. Gucci got a lot of old Gucci stuff.
I think Gucci. I mean, I think Jeezy. Honestly, I would have to choose Jeezy. I think Jeezy.
Bro, no lie, that Trap or Die mixtape I play that. Like I don't have to skip anything. I don't skip anything on that, bro. Not even the skits.
Right.
That mixtape is hard, but yeah, I got
One
Jeezy
time
with Gucci.
for the haters, 2 time for the fakers. Yeah,
Right.
I mean it's gonna ring off. So.
Trapatine, nigga. But anyway, so we got the verses. We got that going on. It's at the beef between them. What else did we have on the docket for you? You got something else you want to talk about, man? Cause
I mean, we could talk a little bit about, I guess the most recent updates with this Tory Lanez shooting involving Meg Thee Stallion.
I told you that he shot her, man. He shot her twice. Shot her in both feet.
I'm just kind of interested in seeing what the whole breakdown of it is. Obviously, I'm sure it's a legal situation. I know I saw a petition people were signing supposedly about trying to get
deported.
Yeah,
on his birthday.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've never been a Tory Lanez fan. I really don't. I honestly, if somebody said Keno's name 3 Tory Lanez songs, I couldn't do it.
Bruh, I like Tory Lanez. Well,
I'm not saying he's not talented or good. I'm just, for some reason, I've never gravitated towards, unless I heard a song and I just didn't know it was him.
No, it's like a lot of his radio hits. I can't get with him, but a lot of his that's not like the non-commercial ones.
Right,
they be hitting.
Yeah, I heard he makes good music. I just, for some reason, I hadn't caught on to him yet.
Yeah,
that.
But yeah, they for those who don't know, of course, Megan Thee Stallion. They said she thought she cut her foot with some glass, but found out she got shot in both her feet, having an altercation with Tory Lanez. So I think what they said was they got into a big fight. Did we talk about this before?
Maybe a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think we kind of passed it in conversation last time.
Oh, okay. Well, they had a big fight because Tory was flirting with was it Kylie Jenner, and Meg got mad, got jealous, and I don't know if she verbally abused him, physically abused him, whatever, but Tory shot her somehow twice in the foot. So
yeah,
both feet actually.
Megan, I think I seen Megan come out and said that she didn't do anything. So, it'll be interesting to see kind of what the, what the real story is behind it. I'm sure it'll come out eventually.
Someone was clowning her too about it, and I think Drea what's her name? I think they said she lost like a sponsorship or something
with Fenty. I think.
Yeah, because she made that joke about it. So
yeah, I'm not even too sure what she said. I mean, I don't think I even.
She said that I want the kind of love where a man loves me so much or something. Don't quote me on this. I love a man so much that he would cause harm to show how much he loves me to me, or something stupid like that.
I think most women think like that. She probably was saying that for real.
Well, she said she was joking, but
she
wasn't joking. No, but I saw 50 Cent apologize because he was making jokes about Megan getting shot and all that too.
Oh, really?
So it's a lot of people apologizing.
50 trolls all the time.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But 50 don't be apologizing either though. So,
right. No, that's the fact.
So he apologized about that.
He probably felt like he was gonna lose some sponsorships.
I don't think he cared.
Nah, he probably don't.
He got a new show coming out too. I think it's on Netflix. I think he got something with Netflix.
I can't think of the name of it, but I actually heard. Well, I guess the other show he came out with, people were saying was good. I hadn't seen it yet though. For Life, maybe.
Yeah. I told you about For Life.
Okay, so
it was real good. That was on ABC.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet. So
yeah, it's real good, man.
Was it as good as Power?
It's not on. It's two different genres, really.
Right.
Like it don't have any action or nothing. It's just black guy in prison becomes a lawyer trying to get people out of prison while he's in prison.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's good. So it's completely different. So you got anything else, man?
I don't think so. Off the top of my head.
Well,
that might be as far as the rodeo goes today.
Yeah, we made this quick. It's game day. We want to watch the games tonight.
Yes, sir.
Watch LeBron kill these Clippers.
Yes, sir.
I wonder if my Grizzlies playing tonight. I don't think so.
I'm not sure. I might be just these two today, but I'm excited to see them too. I'm just excited for the NBA to be back in general, sports to be back in general, man. Like it's been quite a long time. So
man, I've gone 5 months without playing basketball.
I mean, it's crazy, bro.
I would still give you these buckets.
We were in the thick of it when they stopped. I'm talking about like Bron going off, beating Giannis, beating Kawhi.
But like I said before, LeBron ain't had 4 months off going into the playoffs. That's a good.
I mean, that's true. We'll just have to see if he actually is able to capitalize off of it.
I'm gonna say this.
Hopefully so.
I'm gonna say this on this episode, so no one thinks I'm lying. I got the Bucks losing either in the second round or the third round.
I got them losing in the second round. I got the Raptors going to the finals again.
The Bucks can't beat the Raptors, the Celtics, or the Heat.
I agree.
They can't beat none of them.
Series, it's over.
They can't beat none of them. I don't want to hear nothing else. They cannot beat them.
And the only thing about the Heat is that they got a lot of young players. So those young players,
Jimmy,
if they don't show, Jimmy, my guy, he underrated. But if them young players like Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero, they don't show up, then they could possibly get bounced too. Yeah. But if they show up, the Bucks is
got Kendrick Nunn there too.
Yeah, bam, it's over with.
Bro,
Goran Dragic, it's over for you.
The Bucks better hope they don't play though.
And don't get me wrong, the Bucks have a to NBA standards as like what a good team is. The Bucks have a good team.
Yeah.
You got Eric Bledsoe, you got Chris Middleton, you got Robin Lopez, Giannis, cool. But if Giannis gets stopped,
which is
who gonna pick the slack up? I mean, Chris Middleton has the capability to do. I like Chris Middleton. I'm a Chris Middleton fan.
Can you do it in the whole 7-game series?
Right, exactly. Because Chris Middleton, he could average 30 a game. Like if Giannis was to get stopped, to me, he has a skill. He shoots well enough to average 30. But is it actually gonna happen? Probably not.
As much as I like Eric Bledsoe, I'm a big Eric Bledsoe fan.
I'll say I'm not a fan of him.
He just doesn't do anything in the playoffs. He does absolutely nothing. He does absolutely nothing.
Did I tell you real quick? Did I tell you that? I think it was in last year's playoffs. He was at the free throw line in the series, and I looked at him, and you could literally tell he was like.
You could tell he wasn't there, man.
He was almost like having anxiety.
Yeah, you could tell he was not there.
He was borderline shaking almost. Yeah. I was like, whoa, like, are you scared right now? Like, I was just like,
are you scared?
That's crazy. Like, you too good to be doing that. But
I mean, they used to call him Baby Bron, but that stopped years ago.
Yeah, I mean, he used to be hooping, but I don't know. He's just not one of them players to me that really gonna make a difference at the end.
Dang, man. Well,
unfortunately,
there you guys have it. Like I said, we got the Bucks losing in the second round. So
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Go back to the drawing board, guys. It's okay. You're young.
Giannis can go. Is this his last year? I don't think this is last year.
I don't know. I don't even care. As long as he's gonna go to the Warriors, I'm cool.
He's not going to the Warriors, man. I think the Raptors trying to get him. Of course, the Knicks. Blah blah blah.
The Raptors would be interesting. I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at him going to the Raptors. I like Nick Nurse. I think the team they got, that actually kind of makes sense a little bit.
Well, they've been trying to
get one more player too.
They've been talking about getting them.
Yeah, they would have to get, because I mean, Siakam is good.
Oh yeah, he's very underrated.
Very good. I mean, he hasn't been playing ball that long. Like, he's really good. So
nah, he hasn't.
He's kind of like Tim Duncan. Like they say, they ain't start playing till super late in life.
Well, that's just like Giannis, but he still sucks. Mm-hmm. Anyway, guys, this was episode 9.
We almost on 10. We almost got 10 episodes on y'all head.
Bro, y'all better stop sleeping on us.
If you ain't supporting, you just a hater. Your baby daddy lame.
Oh, here we go. What else, man?
Your husband don't make enough money. He ain't doing you right. You ain't keeping it tight. And it just is what it is.
Man.
Episode 9, Most Hated Podcast.
Like it, comment, share it. What else, man? Follow us on Instagram, YouTube. We out. Episode 9.